It's graduation season. A lot of ceremonies going on right now. What's one of the main problems at graduation ceremonies, Aly? I mean, you graduated.
Yeah. I would say, I don't know what the main problem would be.
They're too long.
Yeah, that could be it. Yes.
Okay, I can't solve that.
Okay.
I mean, I probably could, but not with this solution. 8772 Radio-U. Let us know your biggest problem with graduation ceremonies. This problem, I think this is a real problem. When you have especially a bigger graduation ceremony, people getting their names pronounced correctly.
Yes.
Some people get really up in arms if you don't get especially their last name right.
Yeah.
And it's hard.
It's hard because it's hard to know the pronunciation. I know when I graduated, I had to give like the phonetic pronunciation to the person. You know, what we did was you would get now this was after COVID, and so the whole graduation thing was kind of different, but you would get your name kind of printed on a little card, and then you would hand it to the person that was announcing, which was actually my old boss who was announcing, because he was a radio guy.
Yeah,
so he was a
good voice for it.
Perfect person to do this, and so he got my name right, obviously, but you would give him a card, and that way you could go in any order that you wanted to. There wasn't any issue with being in order based off of alphabetical.
I've been to a lot of graduations where it's, well, I don't know about a lot. Normally graduations
it's alphabetical.
Yeah, alphabetical. So y'all solved that problem.
Yes.
When you graduated. Now the problem has been solved even further, but has it created a new problem? If you see the Vanderbilt University graduation ceremony that just happened, it's huge. I mean, obviously Vanderbilt's huge.
Yeah, big university.
They also let the students go out of order. But what they did, in a few other universities have done this as well, they used AI. And so instead of you having your name written on a paper that you would hand, a card or whatever, you go onto the AI website that's going to do the voice for the graduation, and you just keep messing with it until until you hear it pronounce it right, and then submit that, and that is what it would read out when you have a barcode that you scan instead of just handing a paper with your name on it.
Yeah. I saw this. There's a video of this happening at Vanderbilt's graduation ceremony, and then also a university in Manhattan in New York. And they did the barcode thing. So basically, every student had their phone on stage and would get scanned by some administrator or somebody.
Not great
it looks
visually.
A little odd. Yeah, it looks a little strange. It almost looks like they're checking out of a store and trying to get a deal or something.
They're leaving Sam's Club. All they need is a cart.
Yeah, so that part of it I don't really like, with the whole, let me take my phone up with me to get the pictures and all of
That's
that.
Not awesome.
But a lot of these graduations are so big, they don't even let you pose for a picture with like the president or anybody. I know my school was small, so you got to pose for a picture with the president.
The Vanderbilt one, very efficient. You just get a quick handshake and that's it.
Yeah.
And you have to do that because it's just so many people graduating.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like with graduation ceremonies, it's just like, I just feel like there's no good way to do it.
I agree, and I like this better than their names getting mispronounced. Like, they have the ability to control that. They can, make sure that the AI thing can say their name correctly. But if you go and listen to those videos, it does sound a little like, ugh.
Yeah.
It just... There's something about, because I've used AI before for voice work, and there's just something about it that's odd, a little uncanny valley, if you will.
And it doesn't have emotion.
It doesn't have emotion, but
and this
also
is an emotional time.
It's like
you want excitement,
right? But it's also like the voice, especially the one that Vanderbilt used, is trying to sound exciting, and it just sounds odd. Like it's just like almost yelling into a microphone, and it's weird. And sometimes the pronunciation maybe for the names are right, but for other things are weird. Like they pointed out that the way it said magna cum laude was weird.
Yeah.
And so, it's just like, you're not going to get it perfect with the AI, and maybe it'll take a few tries before it gets better. But it certainly is better than butchering students' names.
Yeah, that's your moment you work so hard for.
Right.
And you only get a second up there on stage to even shake somebody's hand. you want your name pronounced correctly.
Sure. Yeah.
So I think it does solve a problem, but it's not going to make graduations fun.
No.